Dear students, now we will move on to talk about the American War of Independence. As you see here in this picture, he is George Washington, the first president of United States of America. Okay, now as I hope you know that America was controlled by England. It was a colony of England, English. Mm. So they had to really fight with these English people to uh, achieve their independence. We see in the 17th century this North America. We are not talking about South America, but North America. It was fully controlled by England. Okay, right. So now here we have the presence of many peasants, many artisans, traders, others who immigrated from England. So what actually happened was, um, the England, the British government, they imposed heavy tax on the locals, and for all those who immigrated from the Europe, all those who are doing the commerce and trades between states and Europe, so they didn't have much to contribute, so they were not burdened with the heavy taxes. So the taxes was only imposed on the local goods, the locals who are in the states. So that triggered a kind of revolutions in the history of America. So what happened now? A slogan started. It's a slogan that we see here that paved way for a change in United States of America. So no taxation without representation. So very often we also had parliament, parliamentary system in US controlled by England, but that parliament does not have any representation from the local people. So what happened, if there are no local people, then whatever taxation that the British government imposes on the natives, the local people of United States of America, it can be very easily passed without any objection, without any argument, without any debate. Okay, it's not going to help any local people possible. So it is at this juncture we have the emergence of George Washington. Okay, now as you read here, you will see many issues, many events that pass through, but I just make it very simple so that you understand. So as you read the whole history, you will be able to know how these things were beginning to unfold, emerge. Okay, so George Washington, with the help of the people who are natives and people who immigrated from Europe long time ago, who are being suppressed, who are being oppressed by the local law enforcement. So he has the support of all these people, and he wages war against the British regime in United States. So finally the freedom is attained, and we see that see here. Okay, so the people living in colonies, they decided to challenge England. Okay, as you see, and their Congress met for the third time in Philadelphia and declared America's independence from England on July 4, 1776. Okay, now so it all began from Thomas Jefferson, and it was successfully, victoriously conducted by George Washington. Okay, now here in this box you find what are the primary points, or we could say the primary ideas of Thomas Jefferson, regarding how we need to really nurture the value of democracy, how we can come out of or liberate ourselves from the clutches of the English suppression. So he says, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. So first thing that we find in his let's say conviction is equality. Okay, so all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. So, if all men are created equal, then naturally we enjoy this inalienable right. They are right to live, right to life, right to be free, and right to pursuit, no, to the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men. So, the very nature of the government is to protect these rights, these basic human rights, which the British government failed to really uphold. Okay, so driving their powers from the consent of the governed. So, it is we are the governed and the government, the governors and the governed. Okay, and to establish that system to help people enjoy their privacy, enjoy their freedom, enjoy their right to life, and then the pursuit of happiness. These people who are governing, they should have the consent of the people who are governed. That is the truth of democracy, he says. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, when a government doesn't respect these basic human rights, inalienable rights, right to life, right to liberty, right to the pursuit of happiness, then he says it is the right of the people to abolish it, because it is the people who choose, and therefore people can abolish anything that stands as a hindrance to exercise these inalienable rights, he says. So he says, it is a turning point in the American War of Independence. Okay, he says, we, the representatives of United States of America, do in the name and by the authority of the good people of these colonies solemnly publish and declare that these united colonies are free and independent states absolved from all allegiance to British crown. So this triggered kind of revolution in the history of America, and finally we see the emergence of a new democracy, United States of America, and George Washington becoming the first president of America. Okay, now in the American War of Independence, we also see the involvement of the French people. They in a way support the Americans to find their own freedom, and naturally this involvement of French also has got its own impact in their own domestic government, which we will see in the next part of the video under the French Revolution. Thank you.